Hi, I'm Dormy Roberts, Associate Editor of Pavement and Maintenance and Reconstruction Magazine. Today, I'm joined by Marvin Joles, the winner of the Pavement Best of the Web Award. So thanks for joining me today, Marvin.
Hey, I'm glad to be here. It's nice to get news of the award, and I'd much rather be in here on an interview with you than outside in the snow. So,
Very true. If you're in Wisconsin, it's snowing. So let's jump right in. So Marvin, tell me a little bit about your company history to get started.
In 2004, I graduated high school. I had worked for a roofing company, did seamless gutters, and kind of did asphalt maintenance stuff too on the side. But mainly we just did roofing and seamless gutters. And I quickly realized I didn't want to do that. I went to take a handyman apprenticeship out in Boston area and did that for about 6 months. Next thing I know, I came back and decided what I was going to do. I moved to Black River Falls and started into the industry a little bit here and there. And now it's just kept going and going. And here we are. I did name changes a couple times, just trying to figure out what I wanted to do and how we were going to do it and market it. So that started 2004, just myself, one truck and a tank. And I did everything by hand. And I'm really glad we're not still in that situation.
And to mention, Wis-coat LLC is your company. So how did that name come about?
Sure. So with Wis-coat, I jockeyed around a few different names and things, and I really wanted a name that could be recognized in the state and would be marketable. And it's very simple, very easy to remember. We mainly did seal coating at that time. So I figured we're in Wisconsin, we do seal coating. Let's try Wis-coat out. And now it seems to be everywhere. So it works out good.
Is seal coating the only thing you do, or do you have other services you offer?
Yeah, so we started out with seal coating and crack sealing. And then, of course, we did a little cold patching and things. And then within the last 5 years, we started doing all of our striping in-house. And then within the last 2 years, we've been doing some paving work, subcontracting some bigger stuff with that, but doing a lot of it here, partnership in-house and things like that. So really, we take care of everything now from starting with gravel until, we're laying lines down or taking care of it for years to come with maintenance services.
And that's really a great approach to customer service, right? So you could help the customer from beginning to end.
Yeah. And we're kind of more in the rural part of Wisconsin. So, it's really nice for them to have us as an option out here. And then for us to be able to provide through partnerships, asphalt installations, and really have some choices in contractors.
So getting into the award part, walk me through the process of how you developed your website.
Yeah, so I have a really good friend that I met through the landscape and lawn care industry. His name is Brian Ring. And when I first started doing websites, I did everything myself in-house. And then I had met this fella. He owns a lawn care business in landscape business in Minnesota. And I had went to an expo for that community, for that industry. And he had just approached me and said, hey, I'd be interested in taking care of this for you. And I asked a few other people that I had seen that he had worked with, and they seemed to like it. I actually kind of went up there in person, sat down with him that day. I'm very in person. So I wanted to be there and see him make it and catch the vibe and catch the flow. And I really, 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 really wanted it to be mobile friendly, because I had a feeling that when we created this thing that people would be on their mobile devices more than they would on their laptops or on their PCs, desktops. So it really has that feel for it. And I just wanted it to be very simple. Like I said, we're in a rural area. So I wanted it to be easy to navigate, not too complicated, right down to the point, and then be able to contact us easily through it.
And did you mention when the current website was launched?
Yeah, so we switched, I believe it's been 3 years now. So, we refine it a little bit here and there and just kind of make sure that our SEO, which is search engine optimization, is up to par and that things keep going. And it's worked out famously for us that, like I said, my friend, his name is Brian Ring. He goes under the name Ring-a-Ding when he makes websites, and I couldn't be happier. So we talked about this a couple of years ago, that this could be an opportunity for us, and here we are.
That's awesome. So you mentioned SEO. How often do you update your content or your pictures or information on your website?
Sure. So with SEO, we want to make sure that we're changing stuff often. So him and I will usually talk once a month, kind of talk about what we want to do, if we're going to change pictures out, if we're going to move some stuff around, if we're going to add keywords in or keywords out. to be found. And it seems to work out really good with that, because we take care of our social media platforms as well and all the other search engines. So we just want to make sure things are changing and moving and we're making a little bit of noise. That way Google or Bing or whoever keeps us up there at the top.
And since the new redesign, how many leads have you gotten from your website?
Well, I sometimes it's easier or harder to track those nowadays, because a lot of people will look at the website, that be the deciding factor for them, and then they'll just call. And then, sometimes I don't get a call, I don't know anything, all I get is a request for the website. So those ones are easier to track. But I know that we always have some kind of activity going on almost daily through the website. And that's all I can ask, is that everything is working. All these cogs in the wheel are making the wheels go smooth. Also,
not many contractors have a website for their own company and things. So why do you think it's important to have a website?
Yeah, I was just talking with a contractor about this. He has a successful business, asphalt maintenance business, doesn't have a website, only uses social media sites and things like that. And we were just talking about how, it's kind of one of those things where back in the day, if you wanted to call a plumber, you just knew that you needed to go to the phone book to open it and find a plumber. And sometimes people's mindsets are still like that. So they think, well, I'm just going to have to type in, who's here. And a lot of times the reason you're at the top of some of these lists, these Google lists, is because of your website. Necessity for what we're doing, I believe. Now, some people can get around it and hack it a little bit, but for me, it's just one of those components that is necessary. And for the cost, you get one project or two projects off of it, it's covered. So you might as well go ahead and get it on there as well.
And talking about social media, on your website, you showcase your social media handles right at the top. Why is it important to include that on your website?
Well, the social media really allows us to give a personal touch to an industry where a lot of times it's just very crisp and cut. They can click those social media links and maybe see where we are that day, and maybe it's close by them. And it's hard to keep that update through a website all the time. Using social media allows you to do that on point. You can tag where you're at, your location, what day it is, the specifics of the project, and you can do that through video. You can do that through a picture. You can do that even just through grammar, through just for writing or whatever through your posts. And for me, it's just very important that they know, hey, we're transparent, and you're not just getting a nice cover letter. If you want, with a website being a cover letter, you can open the book and see what's inside as well. Our social media through YouTube, through Instagram, and through Facebook allows us to do that and showcase our work.
Yeah, kind of all encompassing all of the platforms.
Yep.
So would you consider yourself a social media influencer then?
I've been called that a lot lately, and I would say yes. And I used to kind of hold back on that a little bit, because I believe I was just somebody showcasing our work and what we do in our industry. And that's been very important to me, is to make sure that the perception of our industry stays as a group that contractors are always learning. They're very professional, and all of our processes are professional as well. And social media allows us to do that. And I believe I was probably one of the very first ones to go ahead and take advantage of it. Thankfully, I've seen a lot of people follow suit, and it's been advantageous for them as well. And I've been able to watch success and kind of be able to promote their success, guide them a little bit, and mentor some people through using social media to show their work. And that's the big deal. And I believe sometimes I do influence things, maybe through my thoughts through social media. And I believe that maybe that's the key word there, is that some people are influenced by what I say or what I do.
I know that I've seen you running around the floor at National Pavement Expo with your little gimbal and everything. So.
Yeah. I love being able to showcase our industry, and I like to be able to do it from my lens, because I get very excited about our industry, the people in it. I love everybody when we're on showcase floor at MPE. That's my happiest moment probably of the year, because I know I'm going to see all my friends. We're going to see new things, and I'm going to be able to ask questions that probably other people wouldn't think to ask or couldn't ask from a contractor's perspective. And sometimes it's questions that other people who aren't able to attend the show have asked me to ask directly to somebody, and I can take advantage of that, and we deliver. And for apparently people like that, so we'll just keep doing it, I guess.
What else is your primary mode of advertising? How has that helped your business? Do you do like radio or TV, or is it all just homegrown social media website?
It used to be. We did newspapers. We would put an article in there. We would do phone books. We would do that as well. We did do radio and things as well. We've never done television. Now it's mainly social media. And it used to be that I paid quite a bit for social media ads to start, to get in front of people. And pretty soon that organic reach grew to where I could cut back on marketing. Last year, it's kind of crazy to think, but last year we spent $12 in marketing and we had a great season. And obviously the snowball effect was rolling pretty well to where we were able to draw back off of our marketing budget. And this year is kind of the same as well. I did spend a little bit more for examples for our seminar that we're going to be teaching at MPE. So I needed some screen material. So we did spend a little bit more this year, but I believe and truly believe that your marketing dollars should go where the attention of your consumer is. And everybody is on their phone, Dormy. Everybody.
Yes. I thought of another question. Do you have a big marketing team, or is it just you, or what does that look like?
Yeah. So if I can't be there, I will ask our guys, our crew leads, or whoever, just to take some pictures or just to tell me something here or there. One thing that I've really been grateful for is a group of people that I'm in a chat group with every day. And we brainstorm ideas on how to market and how to market ourselves, how to go along with ideas, trends, things that will just grab attention and keep attention most of the time. Some people would call that a mastermind group, I guess, or something like that. And it's really helped out all of us as contractors. We've been able to see all of our games step up and things like that. And it just keeps growing. And I believe that that's kind of a key thing, is to make sure that you're being mentored or brainstorming with eyes outside of your business if you're going to solely rely on you being the content creator for your marketing.
That's great. You guys are like brainstorming about each other's business and trying to help the industry grow as a whole.
Yeah. And, we've got a fair amount of contractors from our industry. And then we also have realtors, property managers, or business owners, or landscape guys. We're trying to take from all other industries as well, roofing, different places, and just see what's worked for people, what hasn't worked for people, where we should put our attention and where we shouldn't put our attention. And we may spend a little too much time on that, but it allows us to reel back the marketing dollars each year, and we're able to allocate that money to growth, to expansion, to our employees. And it feels really good to be able to know that we're not spending very much money at all, and we're all crushing it with marketing.
That's awesome. That's all that I have today for you, Marvin. Do you have any final words of advice for contractors looking to update their website or marketing?
Yeah. The main thing is to make sure that, for me anyways, that your website, your social media, everything reflects your business culture. People kind of know that, this is the way I am. I'm running around, like you said, I'm excited about the industry. I want everything to look really smooth. I want everything to look new age. And I believe that image should reflect your business culture, because some guys in some companies are very good at what they do. They're strict, they're to the point, and their website shows that. And some customers or the customers that they're targeting really want that. With us, it's more of, hey, we're cool, we're here, you can trust us, we're not going anywhere, and we make everything look great and function well, and you can trust us. And that's our big thing with our marketing idea. Make your website like that, make your social media like that, and keep at it. Don't give up, and I guarantee you're going to have some form of success.
That's great. Congratulations again, Marvin. It was great to hear about you, your company, and how you developed your award-winning website. You can find the full list of the Pavement Award winners in the February issue of Pavement Maintenance and Reconstruction, and online at forconstructionpros.com/pavement maintenance. Thank you.